Hi everyone. Today I'm listening to an artist by the name of Ryo Fukui. Fukui sounds vaguely familiar. I'll have to read about him. The song is entitled It Could Happen to You. So let's see what I have to read here. Ryo Fukui was a Japanese jazz pianist based in Sapporo. Fukui taught and performed internationally until his death in 2016. I do feel like this name is somehow vaguely familiar. Perhaps I've run across references to it in my musical connections and experiences. But I can't say that I know who he is. His work has seen a spike in popularity after his death, with several reissues of his albums. He received the Sapporo Culture Encouragement Prize in 2012. It Could Happen to You is a popular standard with music by Jimmy Van Huysen and lyrics by Johnny Burke. The song was written in 1943, that was a long time ago, and was introduced by Dorothy Lamour in the Paramount musical comedy film And the Angels Sing, 1944. I've never seen that film, so maybe I should watch it after listening to this. Let's see how it sounds. Sounds like a jazzed up mashup between Rachmaninoff and Debussy. I think we lost Debussy somewhere back there. A real jazz ensemble feel to it. We've got the bass, the piano, the drums. So as I'm listening to this, I'm realizing it's difficult for me to identify, to pick out what this is based off of. This It Could Happen to You, because this is a very jazzed version of it. And since I don't know the original song, I can't sing along and pick out and say, oh, that's where the melody is. That's how that's what they're doing with it. So I'm a bit at a disadvantage here. But I will say that this is really nice jazz ensemble type playing together. And I'm a bit more familiar with jazz than I am with rock, or at least at the beginning of this journey I was more familiar with jazz than I was with rock. But not enough that I can say there's the melody if I don't know the melody to start with. But you hear how little touches, little variety, the conversational element, percussion is keeping it going. Piano is working together with the drums and the bass. There's such a natural feel to it, isn't there? A bit different from rock drums. I've listened to so much rock drumming percussion in the past couple of years, and I haven't spent a lot of time listening to jazz music in the past couple of years. And so coming back to this, I'm suddenly hearing the vast differences between the two, even though, as we know, rock was heavily influenced by blues and other jazz-based styles that it came out of. But having heard so much elaborate rock drumming, now I'm hearing this percussion here, and it's much simpler. It's not using a drum kit in the same way as rock music does, and it's just reminding me how far music has progressed beyond those earlier styles. It's kind of fun to step back and kind of give myself a fresh look at the scene after having heard so much in the past couple of years. Settle into it and enjoy the ride. Isn't it great how we just settle in, enjoy the ride, carry on through the groove, and then suddenly we know it's coming to an end, because it's like, how do you bring something like that to a stop anyway? Where do you wrap it up? How do you pull it together? And, well, nice work there. Dum ba da dum ba da dum ba da dum ba da. Suddenly the chromaticism is really this little chromatic melody line. It's the first time we really hear something that is easily picked out with the ear and sound dum da da 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 dum, and then we go way down to the basement and we end up way up at the top, and kind of a flourish through all the ranges of the instruments, but without making it too overbearing. It keeps the same general texture, maybe just a little bit more elaborate to throw things off with a flourish, but that was a very nice performance in a jazz style of a piece of music. Well, as I said, I'm listening to this from a bit of a disadvantage, and I feel like, yes, I should go, first of all, watch the film where this song first showed up and become familiar with it, and then come back to this and listen to it again, and it would suddenly be even more enhanced. But even though I don't know the song, even though I don't know what it's built around, I can say, with my very little bit of jazz experience in my life, that was a really great performance. It had everything in it that we look for in a good jazz trio type mix. Nice, lively bass, good warm sound down there. The percussion, just the right amount to add texture and keep it lively. It wasn't... None of the instruments really stepped up and took a solo role like sometimes you see happening even in larger jazz ensembles. But still, it carried the music through to the end, and very nicely. So I enjoyed it. Ryo Fukui, again, I don't know if I have crossed paths with his stuff in the past or not, or heard some reference to his name, or maybe I'm relating it to someone else with a similar name. But I'll have to check him out some more. I'll see you soon.